We're talking about what's called food insecurity in the Sacramento region, adults and children who go to bed hungry. Hi, I'm Steve Swat for Comcast Newsmakers. Thank you very much for joining us. And my guest this segment is Eileen Thomas, who is the Executive Director of the River City Food Bank. Thanks for being with us. And you probably notice a bunch of bowls on the table here. In about 2 minutes, we'll tell you what this is all about. But let's talk about first about food insecurity. Could you assess the scope of the problem in the Sacramento region for us?
In the Sacramento County, we think that there's about 220,000 people who do not always know where their next meal is coming from. So they're facing food insecurity at some point each month.
And I know during the recession, we talked to you several times, and there was a changing face of those who needed help. Perhaps they were working poor, making minimum wage, still below the poverty line. They could not afford food. Has that changed at all now that we're rebounding?
Well, we are rebounding, but for that working poor, the population that is still working at minimum wage, they're still coming to the food bank because they have to. And
there's a misconception out there that you are dealing with the homeless and the mentally ill, and that's really not the case. Not the case at all.
I think the fastest growing demographic group, which may be a surprise to the audience, is the seniors, in that they are fast becoming the biggest group that we serve.
That's interesting. So the River City Food Bank, as I understand it, served, was it 2 million pounds
2 million
of food
pounds
last
this
year?
Mm-hmm.
This past year.
Mm-hmm.
And your client list was what, 75,000, I understand?
Over 75,000.
Has that been going up?
It has. Each year it's been going up. This year the jump was not as great as it was 2 years before, but still the fact that it's not declining as we face a recovering economy is disconcerting.
So now let's talk about these bowls, which are empty, because we're talking about what's called the Empty Bowls fundraising event coming up in March that you put on, which is a great event.
Thank you. Yes, Empty Bowls is our signature event, and we hold it each March in the Convention Center here in Sacramento. And it's a 2-day event, so the first is an evening event where there are hearty hors d'oeuvres and wonderful soups from Classique Catering. And then on the day event, it's a luncheon. It's a little simpler, but at each event, there are all these beautiful bowls that are made not only by students and people who are maybe experimenting with ceramics, but also by craftspeople who really have it down right. And we ventured out. We now have wonderful donations from Northern California woodturners, and so you can see some of the wooden bowls as well.
And all the attendees get to choose a bowl.
That's right. That's the beauty of the event, is you get to come and enjoy a wonderful soup luncheon, but you take with you a remembrance that there are many empty bowls in our community.
Yeah, I've been to this event many times over the years, and it just seems to get larger and larger, and you just fill up the entire convention center. I mean, there's quite a response from the community.
There is. I think that what this event does is it really symbolizes what we do as a nonprofit, is that we want the bowls in the community to be filled for everyone.
So we should remind everyone it's March 9th for evening dinner.
Right.
And then March 10th for lunch.
Correct.
And on your website?
Tickets can be purchased on the website or also at the Avid Reader or at the Cathedral Bookshop on Capitol Avenue.
All right. Well, Eileen Thomas of the River City Food Bank, thank you very much for coming by. Best of luck with Empty Bowls coming up in March. And we thank you for coming by.
Thanks for the opportunity.
And thanks to our viewers also for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Steve Swat. We hope to see you next time.